Welcome back. It is your feel-good breakfast show, Espresso, here on SABC3, chilling out with arguably one of South Africa's most successful comedians, most well-travelled for sure. And of course, you can catch him tomorrow and on Saturday, performing at the Lyric Theatre at Gold Reef City in his new show called The Stand-Up Chameleon, Mr. Barry Hilton. Are you still having a good time, cousin?
Love it.
It's always
Love
good
it since
seeing
day one. I've 30 years a pro, and it's every time I do a gig, it's like first time.
30 years in it. How do you go about, I don't know if you're allowed to tell about the secret, but how you write your material, keep it fresh all the time?
You know, I see things that happen all the time, and I write at 10 seconds, make sure 10 seconds a day I write. And if you add it up, 10 seconds a day is 3,600 plus seconds, which is 60 minutes.
Wow. So every day you make sure that you write 10 seconds of jokes. I make sure that I write 10 seconds of material. But a lot of the stuff that I do is from observational. For instance, I was just working in Melbourne. Yeah.
And I was sitting with this really cool comic I'm trying to actually bring here. Really nice guy, Doug Chappell. And we're sitting, we're chatting, and I said to him, you know, Doug's brilliant here. I've just finished in the comedy club. There was about 300 Australians there. I slayed them. So we're having a beer afterwards. And I said to him, I really like Melbourne. And he said to me, Bessa, it's actually Melbourne.
All right.
And I said, but mate, it's M-E-L-B-O-U-R-N-E. Oh, it might be, mate, but it's pronounced Melbourne. Oh, great.
All right.
We're having a few beers, and we start talking as blokes do. We got onto sports and all that, and then we got onto movies. And I said, oh, I love movies. Oh, I love movies, Baz. I love movies. I particularly love spy thrillers. And I looked at him and I said, brilliant. Have you seen this new spy thriller out? It's called The Bin Identity.
Oh, no.
And that's how we write our stuff.
That is amazing. And then so much, I mean, obviously, you'd think that after 30 years in the industry, you'd be slowing down a little bit, but you're doing the exact opposite. You're going to Vegas.
Yeah, I'm going to Vegas. I've got a show in Vegas. Yeah,
next year to headline. How does that even happen? I mean, comics are struggling out here. They're trying to crack the industry.
You know, they say you never know who's in the audience or whenever. So I was working at a certain casino in Vereniging.
In Vereniging, van alle plekke.
Vereniging. Earlier this year, and an American guy came to me and said, you know what, mate, you should be working in Vegas, because I work in the casinos in Vegas. And yeah. Brilliant, thank you very much. You know, so long in the business, you hear it, and you sort of go, I'm going to work in Vegas. It's brilliant. I'm going to work here, I'm going to work there. But in our business, only when it's done, it's done.
True.
Okay. So I left it and carried on. Here's my show reel. Have a look what I do. Whatever, and a month ago they came back through the casino and said, listen, we've got a spot for Barry if he still wants it. We're going to work out the date now after the season. Already they said, come. I'm actually probably going to go there for a month. So it's fantastic. And the same thing happened to me now. I was working at Sun International now, and I did the $1 Million. And a British agent.
Wow.
It's weird how life is, because now I think, you know, I've done a lot, I've worked, I'm really cool, I'm happy with where I am and what I do. I have fun, my kids drive me insane, you know. So, the British agent said to me, you must come, we're going to go on the television. And he gave me his details and he gave me his card and said, we're going to do it next year. So if it happens, it's great. If it doesn't happen, I still live in the best country in the whole world.
You do.
But I'm certainly going to Vegas.
Tell me about this, ons gaan nou braai.
Ons gaan nou braai.
Ons gaan nou braai, yeah.
It started off, I was at my friend's house and we were braaiing, as they do, and he's an Afrikaans guy. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Afrikaans guys. We love them. We think every home should have one, at least. But I always say, when a guy says to you, an Afrikaans guy says to you, Barry, môre gaan ons braai. Môre gaan ons braai. I always say no.
You always say no?
Yes, because I like to eat before 11 o'clock at night. Because if you notice when you go to a burkie, you say, braai ons nou, ons gaan nou braai. Klein doppetjie. And dan gaan we plan there with a dop. And then you have a few dops more. By 10 o'clock, you've got visual signs of malnutrition.
People can be like, are you okay,
your behind is eating your liver to survive.
Wow.
And then this ou wakes up and he's nie wag, buddy. Is jy honger? Wag, nou gaan ons braai. Vrou, Barry's hungry. Take the meat. Out of a deep freeze.
Oh my word!
And that's how I wrote this whole story about how these guys braai and all that. But it's the truth. Because so many people come to me and say, "Ons gaan nou braai."
And people can see that on
I've got 160,000 hits.
On YouTube?
On YouTube, on the Nogonon's Braai. In fact, we've gone so far, we've got Nogonon's Braai T-shirts and key rings and caps, and I can't get enough of them. People are actually buying them for Christmas. Don't try now, they'll be sold out. But they're buying them for Christmas. We've got a braai kit. So the guy's got a thing, Nogonon's Braai, da-da-da, so they love it.
That's amazing. Let's talk quickly about the show that you're doing tomorrow and Saturday. What can people expect?
Well, hopefully, I know it's tomorrow. It's
21st, 22nd?
No, well, we know the 21st is definite, but maybe it might be not on the 22nd.
Okay, so
not because people haven't bought tickets. No, they bought tickets, but the end of the world's coming.
Oh, yeah, how could we forget about that? We might not make it past tomorrow.
We might not make it past tomorrow. No, it's great. 21st, 22nd, it's about the 7th or 8th time I'm working in Gold Reef. What a great venue, brilliant theatre, great management. They put big billboards out. They make it happen for artists. They're really cool. So my show is what I've done this year, talking about stuff, plus a few favourites that people beg me to put in. I get inundated with my emails. Please tell this, please tell that, please tell this. And it's very difficult.
To do all of those. So you've got 30 years worth of material.
I'll be on stage for 12 hours, yeah.
Exactly.
So I just work and make it happen. It's really cool.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Bazzy, cousin, you're an inspiration to all of us, man.
Thank you.
Not just comics out there, but to all of us in the entertainment business.
Well, I really do take that as a great honour, and thank you very, very much.
And we look forward to having you back.
Wow.
Next time, rock a...
Hold on a second. Here's my back.
Oh, no, come on. All right, so do catch him, Barry Hilton, tomorrow, and of course on the 22nd at Gold Reef City's Lyric Theatre. It's called Stand Up Chameleon. It's not to be missed. Leanne, would you possibly like...